Hey, my lovely students, how are you today? Hope you are doing well and having a very wonderful day. Welcome back to my channel, Learn with T. Today, we have a very interesting topic, and that is literary devices and their use in literature. We are going to take help from a poem. That poem has been written by William Blake, and the poem is A Poison Tree. Before we start with the line by line analysis of poem A Poison Tree, let's have a bit of understanding of literary devices. What is a literary device? Literary device is a very broad term, and it covers all the techniques and tools and strategies used by a writer in his writing to give more meaning and to emphasize his point he is trying to make. These are some of the literary devices which William Blake has used in his poem A Poison Tree. He has used rhyming scheme, he has used alliteration, he has used anaphora, he has used assonance, he has used punctuation, he has used allegory, he has used allusion, he has used imagery, he has used symbolism, he has used antithesis, and he has used metaphor. Careful use of all these literary devices has made his poem more thoughtful and meaningful for his readers. We are going to discuss all these devices one by one while reading poem A Poison Tree. So before starting with the detail of these devices, let's have a brief introduction of the poem itself. A Poison Tree is about anger, fear, love with friends, and deviousness of the human nature towards his enemies, and his conduct towards his friend and his conduct towards his enemies, negativity and positivity of his conduct, and the consequences that person is going to face because of the negativity or the positivity. This poem was first published in 1794 in Blake's volume of Songs of Experience. This poem illustrates the key human emotions such as anger, such as deception, such as revenge, and the consequences of all these emotions. The major theme of this poem are hatred, anger, revenge, deviousness of the human nature, and deception, etc. The first literary device which we are going to discuss is the rhyming scheme. So what is rhyming scheme? Rhyming scheme is actually poet's deliberate pattern of lines that rhyme with other lines in the poem or stanza. In his poem A Poison Tree, Blake has used the rhyming scheme AABB. A poison tree is consisted of 4 stanzas, and each stanza has 4 lines. Let's look at the rhyming scheme of A Poison Tree. In the first stanza of this poem, the word friend is rhyming with the word and, then foe is rhyming with grow. So friend and foe grow, AABB. Now look at the second stanza. Fear is rhyming with tears, then smiles is rhyming with whiles. Again, fears, tears, A, smiles, whiles, B, AABB. In the third stanza, night is rhyming with bright and shine is rhyming with mine. Again, AABB. Then stole in the last stanza, that is also fourth stanza of A Poison Tree. Stole is rhyming with pole and C is rhyming with tree. So the pattern is very clear. Four stanzas are there, and each stanza contains 4 lines, and the rhyming scheme in each stanza is AA and BB. And the second literary device which we are going to discuss is alliteration. What is alliteration? I have already discussed this literary device in my other video. The link has been given in the description. Alliteration is basically the use of same consonant sound in the closely connected words in the poem. For example, in A Poison Tree, Blake has used alliteration. Let's see where he has used that literary device. In the first line, I was angry with my friend. So was and with. The same consonant sound is being used here. In line 3, I was angry with my foe. The same words have been used and same consonant sound has been used here. Then in line 6, night and morning with my tear. Morning and my, both are starting with the same consonant sound. Then in line 7, and I sunned it with my smile. Sun and smile starting with the same consonant sound. In line 8, and with soft deceitful whiles. With and whiles are starting with the same consonant sound. And then in line 10, till it bore an apple bright. Bore and bright are starting with the same consonant sound b. Another literary device which writers use is anaphora. Anaphora is the repetition of words or sequence of words at the beginning of successive clauses or phrases or sentences. It is a rhetorical device which a writer uses to create a rhythm or add emphasis in whatever they are trying to say. So let's see where Blake has used anaphora in his poem A Poison Tree. He has used anaphora many times, like he has used my in line 2, he has used that word twice, then wrath. Then he has used add multiple times, like in line 5, 7, 8, 9 and 11 and 13. Then 11, 12 and 13. Then he has used twice over here. So he has basically made use of this device to create a rhythm as well as add more stress and emphasis into whatever he is trying to say over here. Another device is assonance. Assonance is like alliteration is the repetition of sounds. In case of alliteration, the repetition of consonant sound we see, but in the case of assonance, we observe the repetition of vowel sound. So assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds in words that are close to each other in a sentence or phrase. So let's see where Blake has used assonance in his poem A Poison Tree. So in line 4, I told it not and grow. Told, not and grow. So O sound has been used over here. Then I watered it in fear. It and in. Then and I sunned it with smiles. Again with e and it. E sound has been used over here. Then smiles, I, smile, I sound has been used over here. In line 10, till it bore, a sound again has been used over here. Blake has used assonance in his poem A Poison Tree. That is all for today. Rest of the literary devices we are going to discuss in another video. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button and bell button, like and share my videos with your friends. If you have any question, ask me in the comment section. Bye.